How can you really tell if a man has good character? So, if you're ready to dig a little bit deeper with this, grab a cup of tea and let's unpack 11 ways to evaluate a man's character. Because let's be honest, anyone can charm you on a date or say the right things, but true character, that shows up in everyday moments. How he handles himself, how he treats others, and obviously how he navigates life's ups and downs and how he treats you. So, the first one, you want to pay attention to his listening skills. Here's the thing, listening is so much more than nodding and saying yes. It's like, uh huh, yeah, hmm. Does he actually engage in what you're sharing and what you're saying, or is he just waiting for his turn to talk? A man who listens will make you feel hurt and will make you feel understood. He'll ask follow up questions, remember little details, and generally cares about what you're sharing. Now, if he interrupts constantly or talks over you or like kind of dismisses you, that's a red flag. That's not just annoying, that basically shows he values his voice over yours. And let's not even get started on the guy who listens but then forgets everything you've said. True listening takes effort, and it's one of those clearest signs he respects and values you. The second one is gauge his reaction for rejection. This is such an underrated test of character. Watch what happens when you tell him no. And you can't say no, you should say no if it's not aligned with you, right? Maybe it's something small, like you say no to a date idea or a suggestion he made. Does he roll with it, or does he, gets defensive or pushes back? A man who handles rejection with respect and like actually acknowledges your boundaries without trying to guilt trip or manipulate you in exchange, he'll take it on the stride and maybe even suggest an alternative that works for both of you. On the flip side, if he gets offended, angry, or tries to pressure you into changing your mind, that's a big clue how he handles not getting it his way. And that's clearly not good. The third one, assess his treatment of others. They say you can judge a man's character by how he treats people who can't do anything for him. And honestly, it's true. Pay attention to how he interacts with, service staff, strangers, or even animals. Is he kind and respectful, or does he act like he's better than anyone else? If he's snapping at the waiter because his steak is undercooked, for example, or ignoring the cashier at the grocery store, that's a red flag. But if he's polite, friendly, and treats everyone with dignity and respect, it shows he values kindness, and that's a quality you definitely want in your partner. Hi, did you know there's an ancient formula that can show you exactly what you need to do in order to experience the life and the love of your dreams? I'm going to share a little secret with you because I teach this formula to all of my private clients, and the results that they have achieved just from these insights alone is absolutely incredible. And I call it the love alignment equation. And for a very short time, I'm inviting you to participate in a free 50-minute love alignment call with me or a member of my heart to heart team. All you have to do is click the link in the description, and if there's a booking link with available times, then you still have a chance to reserve your spot. So act fast before I decide to close this offer again. Let's come to the fourth point. You want to evaluate his response to success. Success can reveal a lot about a person. When he achieves something big, a promotion, a personal goal, whatever, how does he handle it? Is he gracious and humble, or does he make it all about him, A man with good character celebrates without needing to brag or put others down. He's proud of his accomplishments. Of course, why not? He should be, right? But he doesn't use them to inflate his ego. Instead, he shares his wins with the people he cares about and keeps his feet on the ground. If he's constantly boasting or acting like he's better than everyone else, that's arrogance. That's not confidence. Okay, the fifth point. Now, also notice how he handles failure. We've all been there. Things don't go always as planned, and it's frustrating. But what really matters is how do we react? Does he take responsibility for his mistakes, for his failures? Or does he start pointing fingers and blaming everyone else around him and like he's completely ignoring any type of responsibility on his end? A man with strong character will own up to his failures. He reflects on what went wrong, and he uses it as a learning experience. He won't dwell in self-pity or try to deflect responsibility. And let's be honest, watching someone handle failure with grace and accountability, that's something very beautiful. That's something we all need a little bit more of. The sixth point, observe his reaction to frustration. Life is full of frustrating moments. Traffic jams, long lines, unexpected setbacks. The question is, does he stay calm and composed, or does he lose his temper? A mature man understands that frustration is part of life. He'll vent, sure, maybe, but he won't lash out at you or anyone else. If he's throwing tantrums over small inconveniences, imagine how you handle the big challenges in life or the big challenges in relationships. Definitely not well. So emotional stability in frustrating moments is a must. 7. Look for willingness to apologize. Let's talk about apologies. A real apology isn't just saying sorry to make the issue go away. It's about taking responsibility and showing genuine remorse. Does he own up to his mistakes, which we just talked about? Does he try to brush them under the rug, or is he really willing to go into it? A man with integrity will acknowledge when he is wrong and apologize sincerely. He won't follow it up with excuses or buts. And here's the key. He'll actually change his behavior moving forward, because words are nice, but actions, that's really what matters. Point 8. Listen to how he talks about others. This one is easy to miss, but so important. How does he speak about people who aren't in the room? Does he gossip, criticize, or make fun of them? Or does he speak kindly and with respect? A man who tears others down when they're not around is revealing his own insecurities in so many ways. On the other hand, someone who lifts people up, even in private, shows empathy and emotional intelligence. So pay attention to this. It'll tell you a lot about his values and how he holds himself accountable. Point number 9. Assess his openness to different opinions. Disagreements happen. They're just part of life, right? The question is, how does he handle them? Does he listen to your perspective or someone else's perspective? Or does he immediately get defensive and is shutting down or is shutting you down? A man who values growth will welcome different opinions. He actually invites it in, even if they challenge his own. He'll be willing to learn. He'll be willing to adapt and expand his viewpoint. But if he can't handle being wrong or refuse to consider other perspectives, then that's a sign of a fragile ego, and no one has time for that these days. The 10th point, evaluate his support during tough times. Here's the real test. Is he there for you when things get hard? It's easy to show up when life is good, right? But true character is revealed during those tough times. Does he offer support? Does he retreat when things get uncomfortable? A man who sticks by your side, listens to your needs, and offers comfort during difficult moments is someone you can really count on. And trust me, that's worth its weight in gold. Now let's come to the last point, number 11. Observe his commitment to personal growth. Finally, is he actively working on becoming a better version of himself? Does he read, learn, set goals to improve his life? Or is he just coasting around, content to stay exactly as he is? A man who values personal growth is self-aware and adaptable. 2 qualities that are essential in healthy relationships. He doesn't have to be perfect, of course not. Spoiler alert, no one is. But he should be thriving to grow, evolve, and improve. And at the end of the day, evaluating man's character isn't about these big romantic gestures. It's about the little things in our everyday moments that reveal who he truly is. So pay attention to these 11 signs, and you'll have everything you need to see his real character. So tell me, have you noticed these signs before? Have you been with a man like this? What's the biggest green or red flag you've spotted in someone's character? Which of these 11 points that I just mentioned do you resonate most with? Which ones of these do you want more in your life, or you haven't really found in the man that you were dating or that you're currently with? Drop it in the comments. Let us know. I think that's quite interesting. And then, as always, subscribe, like, click, hit the bell button or whatever it is for more real talk where we go into love, relationships, dating, intimacy, all of these fun, juicy things. And then I'll see you in the next video.